Okay, so there is a video that I've recently discovered of a transgender woman getting beat up at a McDonald's in Baltimore by two black girls. It's a white woman. And I just really want to make a video about it because I'm really pissed. I'm really upset about it. One, because obviously I'm a black woman, and this was sickening to see people of my race acting this way. I was embarrassed, and I actually watched it twice because I wanted to see, was there any reason that I could see in the video that would make these two girls, that would provoke them this much to behave this way out in public and slander their names and slander themselves and their community and their race. Of course I didn't find one. I wasn't there, I don't know what happened, but something happened and this woman received a very severe beating. If you have not seen the video, it is on World Star Hip Hop. It is on YouTube. It's very easy to find, but it's graphic and it's terrible. And two, I'm upset because it's being called a hate crime. I don't agree with that because yes, it is two black girls beating up a white girl. I don't consider it a hate crime because no one knows what underlying reason happened that would make them want to fight her. It's being called a hate crime only, without any details being released, only because it is two black girls fighting a white girl. So therefore that automatically makes it a hate crime, which is not fair. I agree. And I'm not by any means justifying what these girls did because I can guarantee you I am sickened by it. It is I'm livid about this. It's disgusting to see two people behave this way. And I think those two girls deserve whatever they get. And not only the two girls, but in the video, the people who recorded the video are McDonald's employees who were predominantly black employees. They were all men. They were men, and they watched. They literally stood there and watched these two girls beat up this other woman. None of them stepped in to help. There was a manager who gave the fake front as if he was helping, but eventually he backed off and just let it happen. At some point someone did call the police, but in the time of them calling the police, they could have stopped the fight. But they call the police, but then the one holding the camera tells the girls to flee. He tells them to hurry up, get out of here. He tells them to leave when the woman who has gotten beaten is laying on the floor going into convulsions. This woman went into a seizure. There are reports online saying that this seizure was fake, and when the police came, the seizure abruptly stopped. Whatever the case may be, if it was a real seizure, they still told these girls to leave. Why not help apprehend these criminals? These are now criminals. They have physically assaulted someone. But instead of you helping the situation, you are adding to the decay of society by letting two people who behave that way out into the streets again. Good thing for technology though. The person who recorded it, not a smart cookie obviously, you plastered it all over line. The girls' faces are clearly on the camera. McDonald's, ladies, if you're watching, McDonald's has cameras. They're gonna find you. You're not gonna get away. Baltimore police are gonna be around there looking for you. And just so you know, you guys are 14 and 18 apparently. Your lives are ruined. Your lives are completely over now. Because when you do get caught, which you will, you're gonna either spend the rest of your natural born lives, or at least the first good years of your life, in prison or juvie. So congratulations, you get a hand clap for being a dumbass. That's wonderful. Nothing anyone says to you can make you go to that point where you would jeopardize your own life, your own future. See, at some point, someone in the world has not taught people nowadays that you have to have a higher level of cognitive reasoning. When something's going wrong, you can't always resort to violence. That's not the way things work. If anything was being said by this white woman, if anything at all, if anything was being said by this woman that would make them that angry, something else could have been done. You could have simply walked away from the situation, got your food, your McDouble, whatever you were ordering, and left. You could have made a beeline out of there. You didn't have to physically touch this person. You did not have to put your hands on this person, because now they are definitely going to press charges against you. They're going to sue McDonald's. This is a dumpster of a situation for everyone around them. And I'm upset that the only person that had the balls, I'll say balls because the men in the video obviously didn't, to try to help this woman was an elderly woman. She's the only one who tried to help. And that's a shame. That's really a shame. And then the two girls decided they want to turn on the elderly woman for attempting to break it up. Did the men help then? No. An elderly woman getting assaulted, they did not help. They didn't physically touch this woman, but they definitely attempted to, and they were definitely verbally assaulting her, if anything. But yeah, the men did not jump in to help her at all either. So it just shows what scum people can really be, and the people who participated in this and watched this, and obviously definitely the people who did it. You're dirty. You're beneath the earth right now. You are what scum feeds on, and whatever punishment you get, you definitely deserve. And I cannot believe, after years of what us as black people have been through, you let yourself be portrayed like that. There are people online who say that you two were gorillas who escaped from the zoo and beat up a white woman. I read a comment that said, leave it to disease dripping nigger horse. What goes around comes around. I'm so glad I beat up enough porch monkeys before I retired. A person said this online in response to the video. Someone else said that black people, I don't like black people now. They're loud. They're ignorant. They have no home training. This is what as if we don't have enough problems already being black. We have to go do these type of things. And I'm sorry to say, if there had been white people doing this, it would not get as much of a negative response. People would frown on it, obviously, because it's not something you should do. But I do not believe it is a hate crime. It is a person-on-person crime. This is something that could have happened between two people of any race. And that's what I want to get out the most, which is why I'm so upset, because I do not believe in any form or fashion that this was a hate crime. This was people being ignorant. This is the lack of good judgment. This is people who weren't raised properly, who don't know how to behave properly in society. This is what the result is. And this could have been white girls, black girls, Mexican, Chinese, the list goes on and on and on and on. But because it is black girls, and because black people, we do know how people think about us, we should do our best to turn that around. But we are, as much progress as we've made in this world, we are taking even more steps backwards. Even more steps backwards. And it's upsetting. And I just really wanted to rant, and I wanted to get that out. And anybody who hasn't seen that video, please go watch it. But the people who are racist, obviously you're going to say what you want to say. I can't stop you. You're probably going to say something about my video. That's fine. But you have to remember, you brought us here. You can't take us back. I just want to throw that out there. Because there was a comment who said that the girls should go back to their native pride land and dance around the fire with their family. I'm just saying. Not all of us were from Africa, and even the ones that were, we ain't going back no time soon. So you can get that idea out of your head. In response to anyone who has that idea. Yeah, you brought us here. Can't take us back. Sorry. You're stuck with us. But since we are here, black people, we should actually try to build a better name for ourselves, because this started a long time ago. This is what they wanted in the first place. By they, I mean racist, pig-headed slave owners. They wanted to pit us against each other. They wanted us to eliminate ourselves. And congratulations, we're doing a great job of that. So, watch the video. It's terrible, but it's It has to be sane. So just watch it and respond to it and try to help turn this crappy situation around.